What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into my channel. My name is Kreepers, and today I'm here to talk about the crossplay. Now, I know that a lot of people are excited about this crossplay, but there's here a little bit of a flaw on this system. Only after I started recording for the first time is that I actually noticed that it's not as they actually mentioned. There's apparently a setback, and the only platforms that we're going to be able to have crossplay, and this crossplay is not just, playing with one another. We're actually going to have progression being crossplay all over the platforms. The last platform they're still trying to convince is Sony. PS4 is not branded on this deal. It's not inside of this deal, apparently. And we still have time until they actually make the deal with PS4 and say, yay, are we going to do this or not? But the question is, until 2019, at least for now, we got 1 month and a half in the way. We're going to have to wish for a Christmas miracle so Sony can actually say, all right, we'll do it. Because apparently there's already been some issues already with Fortnite as well with that. So I'm not even going to mention that. But even so, I'm going to talk even so after this of what some of the things you may actually are, you're probably wondering when it comes to the crossplay, like about the stuff you bought, stuff you own on different platforms, the stuff you own on one place but you don't own on the other, stuff like that. I'm just going to talk about that. We're here on the website. I'm going to leave this link in the description so you guys can actually go there and, check some of the questions out. Maybe some of them will be answered immediately. So instead of going on the comments and saying, oh, how do I do this? Or what's going to happen with that? Or do I need to do that? No, just go on this website first. Take a look into the questions that are there. And after you see that there's nothing related to what you want to know, then, hey, sure, be my guest. Ask me on the comments. Now, first thing you need to know is that one of the features they wanted trying to implement is not just the playthrough, your increasing levels or your skins, your packs, and so on. They're also trying to implement the keyboard and mouse feature for both the Xbox and supposedly if Sony gets in as well. I also think they mentioned something about the Switch, but apparently they also said that it would only work to places that actually have that feature. I do not know if Switch has that feature, if you put it on the dock, if you can actually connect through USB a keyboard and mouse, and if it actually works or not. So if it doesn't work, hey, I apologize for that. Feels really bad, man, to actually own a Switch. But at the same time, I don't feel bad for you guys because you can just literally sit on the toilet and play the game. I have to sit in a goddamn desk to play the game. I have to stay here all day. You can grab your goddamn Nintendo Switch, go on the car, or just go into the next door's neighbor house and just play wherever the hell you want. And I can't. So, hey, you got that going for you. I'm just joking with you guys. But now, let's continue. One of the main things that a lot of people are asking is, I'm just going to give you a quick example. For example, I own the PlayStation 4. Of course, PlayStation 4 is not branded on this deal right now. Just ignore this. But I'm just giving you the example. If Sony was already in the deal, how would it work? So, on the PlayStation 4, I own the Founders Pack. But on the PC, I own the Founders Pack too. So what the hell am I going to do with this? Because if I do link these two accounts, that means one of those Founders Pack is literally going to the garbage. It's literally money throwing to the garbage. Because in case you don't know, they already answered here, I bought the same thing on multiple different platforms. Will I get a refund when accounts are merged? No. Given the myriad different ways players can acquire content in our games, free gems, crystals, gifts, chest rolls, direct purchases, sales, etc. They're also meaning, giveaways and so on. We cannot accurately determine how to credit players. So, yeah. So, my idea of how to fix this, and if this has to be done now. I don't care if people are watching this video from Harris. I'm just going to tell you this right now. You need to unlink your PlayStation account from your PC account and Xbox and so on, and connect it to a brand new account, a zero-level account or just a Smurf account you have. This way, what you have on that console account, and maybe if you have like a Champions pack there, maybe the Founders pack, or you bought like the Frontline pack, for example, and you have it on both PC and on that console, what's going to happen is if you link it to another account right now, it has to be right now, not when the crossplay happens, then you'll get that on a secondary account. So you're going to be able to have two accounts with the same content. And that same content will then be able to be used on both PC and the console you're talking about. Like, for example, what I did was I unlinked my PS4 account from my PC account, and I linked it to my wife's account. I have a Founders Pack on my PS4, I have a Founders Pack on my PC, so now my wife is going to gain the Founders Pack on her account because it's going to do the progression, the things that I bought to her PC account. And if I create another PlayStation account and link it to my PC account, that level 0 PlayStation account will now have everything I owned on the PC on my account. You trying to see what I'm getting here? I know that this is a little bit confusing, but what I'm saying is, if you don't do this, you're going to lose everything. Because you're literally just merging the same thing twice. And they're not going to give it back. They just answer that question right here. And then, here's the stuff. If you don't do it right now as I'm putting this video up, if you wait for the cross progression to happen, this is what's going to happen. Can I unlink accounts? Because that's what you're going to try to do back there. Or you're going to try to unlink the PlayStation account or the Xbox account, whatever it is, to link it to a secondary account so you don't lose stuff. And what's going to happen is this. Yes, however, if you unlink an account after it has been merged, all progress and purchases will be removed from that account. And it will essentially become a new level 1 account. I understand this because what this means is that this way you cannot multiply stuff you bought. This also mentions right there, as you can see it right there, if you unlink an account after it has been merged. So when the big merge happens, until that happens, that's when you're going to have to do this. Because if you leave the merge to happen, then you're pretty much screwed. If you don't have the accounts already connected to your Harris account, then yeah, you still have the time. Yeah, maybe you're still going to be able to do it after. But until then, you better be careful. There's also one or two things extra that I want to talk before I go. They also mentioned that they want to try to bring the PDS through cross-platform on 2019. It doesn't mean it actually comes on the precise moment we get the cross-platform, okay? So this is actually going to be awesome. If Sony gets in, I have a PlayStation. This means I'm going to be able to play, for example, PDS or with my main account back on PlayStation with a keyboard and mouse if I want to. And like, imagine that my PC needs to go to, to fix or something. Hey, I got a secondary thing to play on with my exact account. And I can even play on PDS. Something that a lot of people on consoles have been asking for, and now finally they're going to get it. As well, for matchmaking, they also said they're going to be trying to make it as it should be, so there's not, disadvantage for any of the teams. So, for example, maybe they're meaning that both teams will get maybe a console player. I would see that. And also, the second thing that I wanted to mention is the voice chat. The voice chat will be able to happen between PS4 and PC, Xbox PC, and so on. Of course, as I mentioned before, PS4 is still not on the deal. In case you're wondering sort of how is this going to happen, you sort of already have an equal example with Fortnite. On Fortnite, I own stuff, for example, on PlayStation. And when I went the first time on my PC, they already have the cross-platform there. All the stuff I had on my PlayStation, it went back to my PC. So all the skins that I owned there, all my level, all my wins, everything went to my PC. And I can use my keyboard and mouse on my PlayStation, which, as you know now, it's actually a feature from the PlayStation, but it doesn't work on Paladins yet. And I also can use even the voice chat between PC and PS4. I play sometimes from the PC with some people who are my friends on the PS4. And that's awesome. That's probably what's going to happen as soon as Sony gives us this, the green light. And I only have one final thing to say, which is related to the exclusive skins. Exclusive skins, like, for example, the Barrack Steam skin, that will remain only there. You're not going to be able to get that skin, for example, on PlayStation or Xbox because it's not related to them. I'm believing that they're also mentioning that, for example, the PlayStation skin for Victor and Androxus that you get from PS Plus and so on, that you can use on PC, they will not be available on the Xbox. You can use both the skin from the PlayStation and the Xbox on PC, but you cannot cross them between, for example, PlayStation and Xbox. You're not going to be able to use, I believe, the Stage 4, which is the name of the skin, the blue skin for Androxus, that belongs on PlayStation, on the Xbox. You're not going to be able to do that. And I believe the same thing will happen for the green skin that it belongs to the Xbox. All right. So this is pretty much it. You're going to be able to play with your friends. There's also just a final little warning. If you start the game with a keyboard and mouse, you're not going to be able to switch to a controller and vice versa. And that's pretty much most of the information you need to know by now. It's going to be on the beginning of 2019, and hopefully by then Sony has already agreed to this. So until then, if you have any questions, please do come into this website. That will be it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I answered most of you guys' questions. And if you have any other question that it doesn't belong on this page, just go down in the comments and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. That will be it for all today, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, have a wonderful time.